All right, today we're jumping into the world of money. We're going to look at two very different but connected ideas: the high-speed world of currency trading, and then the tried and true path to building real, lasting wealth. Let's get right into it.
It's a pretty wild question when you think about it, right? What if you could literally trade money for more money? Well, it might sound like a riddle, but there's a huge global marketplace where that's exactly what happens every single day.
And this is it. It's called the foreign exchange market, or just Forex for short. It's this enormous, worldwide market where all the global currencies are traded. And the crazy part? It never closes. It's a 24-hour-a-day operation, following the sun from one major financial city to the next.
Now, to get a handle on this market, you kind of have to learn the language. So let's break down a few of the most important terms. Don't worry, they sound way more complicated than they actually are.
Okay, first up is something called a margin deposit. Think of it like this. It's what makes trading even possible for most people. Instead of needing, say, $100,000 to make a $100,000 trade, you only need to put down a small fraction of that as a sort of good faith deposit.
And here's what that looks like in practice. Just a $1,000 deposit could potentially let you control a position worth $100,000. This is what's known as leverage, and it is a serious double-edged sword. It can make your profits huge, but it can also make your losses just as big, just as fast.
So how does anyone actually make money here? Well, it really boils down to these two words: appreciate and depreciate. If you buy a currency and its value goes up, it appreciates. That's when you sell and make a profit. If its value goes down, it depreciates. The whole game is about trying to figure out which way it's going to go.
And finally, you've got the bid price. This is just the price a buyer is willing to pay for a currency at any given second. So when you're looking to sell, the goal is simple. You want to find a bid price that's higher than what you paid in the first place. That difference? That's your profit.
But let's get real for a second. This quote right here says it all. That same leverage that can lead to big wins can also lead to big losses. It's a world of incredible highs and lows, and absolutely nothing is guaranteed. It's just the nature of the beast.
And that kind of leads us to a much bigger question, doesn't it? If high-stakes trading isn't the whole picture, then what is? What's the real bedrock, the actual foundation for building financial success, no matter who you are?
So, let's totally shift gears here. We're going to move away from the specific tactic of trading and zoom out to the overall strategy of building wealth. We're going to look at 5 super simple foundational rules that can create real long-term financial stability.
You know, these rules are best explained through a quick story. There was this young guy, Sam, who worked incredibly hard but was just always broke. So he went to a wealthy mentor and asked him for the secrets to wealth. And the advice he got? It wasn't about trading or complex investments. It was about 5 simple but powerful rules.
And here they are. This is the whole roadmap. Number 1, spend less than you earn. 2, build yourself an emergency fund. 3, invest in yourself. 4, use those skills to earn more. And number 5, the final goal, create passive income. Let's dig into each one.
Okay, rule number 1. This is it, the absolute non-negotiable foundation of everything. Your income has to be bigger than your expenses. It really doesn't matter how much you make. If you spend more than you bring in, you will never, ever build wealth. It's just that simple.
Next up, you build your defense. Life happens, right? The car breaks down, you get an unexpected bill, maybe a job situation changes. An emergency fund is that financial safety net. It's what stops a minor setback from turning into a major disaster. It gives you breathing room.
Now for what might be the most important rule of all. Before you start thinking about investing in the market, you have to make the best investment possible. Invest in yourself. Mastering your skills, learning new things, this increases your own value. And that is the real engine that's going to drive your ability to earn more.
And once you've invested in those skills, well, it's time to put them to work. Rule 4 is all about taking that expertise and turning it into more income. Maybe it's a side hustle. Maybe it's changing how you work, shifting from getting paid for your time to getting paid for the value you create.
And that brings us to the ultimate goal. Rule number 5, passive income. This is the holy grail. It's when your money starts working for you instead of the other way around. It's income you get from assets you own, things that make you money whether you're actively working or not. So how do we tie these two very different worlds together? It really comes down to one simple, powerful idea. Strategy always comes before tactics. And here's the bottom line. Something like Forex trading can be a really powerful tool, a tactic to grow your money. But it should only ever be used after you've built that solid strategic foundation with those 5 rules. Because without that foundation, you're not trading, you're just gambling.
And that really leaves us with one final thought. You now have the blueprint for a strong financial foundation. The only question left is, what are you going to build on top of it? The choice and all the possibilities are yours.